Hello and welcome back to my channel. So I want to give you a super quick little update on where I am with the Cartoid lock and the mechanism that goes around it. So I'm happy to say that I have the driving linkage just about perfect, and that's after a pile of iteration. I gotta say, 3D printing has made the iterative process on this type of thing just amazing. You know, like each one of these cam profiles takes about 6 minutes to print, whereas if you were to code it up from the milling machine, then send it out and cut it out, you're going to be 15 minutes per iteration. So just the speed that you're able to go through all these different models is just incredible, which is awesome. So and I think there was some confusion on how I was actually going to drive this mechanism in my previous video. So let me give you a rough idea of how it's going to look. Now, of course, the end positions aren't really where they will land. There is going to be a small connecting rod that rides onto the forearm. But here is the idea. So when the Cartoid is in its locked position, the fingers open and close just like normal. But then when we go and unlock it, now you see it's only the index in the middle that move, and the ring and pinky stay in the extended position. So that'd be, so say if you're going to grab something that the ring and pinky were going to get in the way of, and then say if you were to go back to the closed and then click it with the fingers closed, now we're into index and middle with the ring and pinky in the closed position. Of course, that sets you up if you want to do a precision index, or if you just want to point at something. It sets you up as a base for a lot of different grip patterns. And then to get back to just all four of them open and close, then you go to the Cartoid locked position and open and close the fingers again. So I hope that helps everybody to understand what I'm doing with this, and that it was never going to be something that was driven off of the other hand, but it was always going to be something that was driven off of the negative motion of the wrist. So the positive motion of the wrist is going to splay the fingers and collapse the fingers, and then from zero negative is going to cause the Cartoid lock to change its position. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Thanks for watching.